Blessings on another beautiful morning, everyone. I'm very grateful to have risen this morning with the sun and had my breath, my lungs filled with the sacred breath of the trees. As I breathe in and as I breathe out, my breath is shared with the trees who are helping me breathe. It's a beautiful thing. It's amazing. It's wonderful. So this morning, I am going to show you guys the celery juice routine. Celery juice, you know, I've been talking about it, how important this is, how powerful it is. It's extremely healing. Pretty much the undiscovered medicine of our time, although currently it is in the process of discovery and everybody's figuring it out. So I'll walk you through the process, show you what we're going to do here, but simple tips to make this easy for you to make sure that you can do your own celery juice. Get a juicer, have a Rebel. You can get whatever brand you want, but it will be the greatest medicinal device you ever invest in. So you can get them from 70 to 100 bucks, 150 bucks on Amazon. You don't have to get the greatest one. Just get something that can juice your celery. Okay? Celery, organic celery, less than $3 a head. What I really like to do, I like to ask for the untrimmed celery, which has a lot more tops and greens on it so that you get more out of the celery. They're just trimming all that stuff anyway. So if you have a place like Mom's Organic Market, you can go in there and say, hey guys, I love your celery display, I don't want to mess it up. Do you have any untrimmed celery in the back? And then they will get you some untrimmed celery. So when you get untrimmed celery, you're going to have to wash it up yourself. You should be washing the stuff that they wash and prep anyways, so you might as well, since you have to wash it anyways, you might as well get the unstuff untreated, untrimmed, and wash and trim it yourself. So I'm going to go over and trim it and get it taken care of here. It's very easy, very simple process, but why is it so important? So there are a number of mineral salts in celery, mineral salt clusters that are very rare and otherwise unavailable, and they're perfectly primed for your body's absorption with celery. So the ideal way to take celery is first thing in the morning on an empty stomach, or when you haven't eaten or drinking for at least 2 hours, so minimum 2 hours fasting. After it's been at least 2 hours fasting, before you have anything else, food, water, anything, you want to go ahead and prepare your celery juice and drink that straight on an empty stomach. Now I know there's a lot of faces and people going, I hate celery. Takes a little acquired taste, unless you like dirt, in which case you're blessed, so enjoy. But yeah, after a little while you do get used to it. If you absolutely can't stand it at first, don't add other things to it that'll ruin the power of the celery. So if you absolutely can't stand it, go ahead and put an apple in there, maybe a half an apple. So you can start with the whole apple, the half an apple, quarter apple, till eventually you can get the apple out of there. You can also add cucumber, but I don't recommend that, so I definitely would just stick with the apple. And yeah, so it helps your body cleanse, it helps detox, it helps clear your liver, it helps get rid of bile, acid, and it helps restore hydrochloric acid production, normal hydrochloric acid production, which is essential for gut health, for breaking down your nutrients and the foods that you eat. And you know, over 80% of your brain chemicals, your norepinephrine, your dopamine, your serotonin, your chemicals for well-being, health, and happiness are produced in your gut. So gut health is where it all begins. So if we want to get better and start taking care of ourselves, we have to cleanse our gut. So celery is super hydrating. The water in it is structured chemically in such a way that it's better for our bodies to absorb it. It's more readily absorbable. You got those electrolytes, you got the mineral salts, you got all kinds of beautiful medicinal compounds available in here, and it's super hydrating and super healing. So yeah, that being said, let's get started. Let's clean it up and get it in the juicer and get going. Blessings. Hey Chief, what's up buddy? Want some celery juice? Also, this stuff makes great compost. So, compost gold. It's my little composter. I'll take it and put it in a tumbling composter out back when we're done. sure to take time to wash each stalk individually. Just a second in some lukewarm water, and just make sure to scrub off any dirt, any residue, anything that's left. Not much of it's going to come in anyways because you're going to the juicer. So, but do clean it up and rinse it off, especially if you got the untrimmed stuff. So. Doesn't take that long, just a couple of minutes, maybe a minute or two here. When you get down to the heart, which is kind of the central part, in life, it all comes down to the heart, keeping ourselves in the heart space. When you get down to the heart, you don't necessarily need to keep taking it apart. So once you get to this kind of core piece, you're ready to go into your juicer. Now, instinctively, most people want to put it in bottom to top. I found that if you put it in top to bottom, you get more juice out of the leaves. So you want to reverse it. Put it in there. Stack the rest of your celery around it. And depending on the size of your celery and juicer, it may all fit in at once, or you may have to do several rounds, but that's okay. Alright, we're about to have a plain takeoff now. That's kind of the joke I like to make. This juicer is very loud. It's got a half horsepower motor, so we're about to hear a horse running through the house here. Half horse. Okay. Here we go. So depending on the size of your celery head, you may get more than 16 ounces out of it. You want to get at least 16 ounces out for your daily celery juice. Anything extra that you can get out is extra. So technically right there we're good. But since I still have all of this left, I'm going to go ahead and get that and drink it all today. If you have a partner, you can split that. You just want to make sure that you each get 16 ounces at minimum. You get 16 to 32 ounces. You can do it all at once, or you can split it throughout the day. Just remember, 2 hours minimum fasting, no food, no water. Then hit your celery juice first thing. Then wait 30 minutes before eating or drinking anything else. So 15 minutes before drink, 30 minutes before solid food. And this is going to give your body the ideal time to sit with the electrical salts, sit with the mineral clusters, sit with the electrolytes, everything that you need, and process it and cleanse your body and go through everything. There we have it. Again, you really don't want to add much of anything to your celery juice, but magnesium is okay. So I'm going to add some magnesium to the celery juice, drink this on an empty stomach, meditate for 15 to 30 minutes while I work out, or work out and then meditate, and get on to the day. So